On the windswept coast of Jonesport, Maine, where the icy breath of the Atlantic Ocean carves jagged cliffs from the granite soul of the land, a legend stirs. It's a tale woven from defiance, forbidden love, and the chilling premonition of war, all embodied in the spectral form of Nell Hilton. A woman who dared to carve her own path, defying the rigid strictures of her time, Nell became more than just a historical figure. She became a harbinger of conflict, her ghostly presence a harbinger of coming strife. Born in 1740, Nell found herself trapped in the suffocating confines of Puritan society in Plymouth. The piety was a suffocating shroud, the sermons a monotonous drone that dulled her spirit, yearning for a life less constrained. A life where the wind sang a different song and the stars held a deeper mystery. Nell set her sights on the Passamaquoddy people who resided to the north. One moonlit night, Nell, her heart pounding with a forbidden yearning, slipped away from the settlement. Drawn by the rhythmic beat of a distant drum and the flickering glow of a bonfire, she ventured deeper into the woods. There, she stumbled upon a scene that would forever alter the course of her life. By the firelight, a group of Passamaquoddy men danced, their bodies adorned with vibrant paint, their voices chanting in a language both foreign and strangely familiar. And amidst them stood a man, his eyes as deep and dark as the night sky, a smile playing on his lips. A connection sparked between them, a silent language spoken in stolen glances and shy smiles. News of Nell's transgression travelled faster than a rogue wave during a storm. Her father, a man steeped in the ironclad tenets of his faith, saw her choice as an abomination. One fateful evening, driven by a righteous fury fueled by fear and misunderstanding, he followed Nell into the woods. He found her not in prayer or pious contemplation, but embraced by the Passamaquoddy man, a sight that defied the very foundation of his beliefs. In a moment of blind rage, Nell's father struck down the Passamaquoddy man. But as the dust settled and the horrifying truth unraveled, a wave of despair crashed over him. Nell, far from being wayward, had intended to marry the man, a choice that sealed her fate within Puritan society. Disgusted by his daughter's transgression, Nell's father banished her, severing the ties that bound them. But Nell, a woman with a spirit as fierce as the Atlantic gales, refused to be broken. She embraced her new life amongst the Passamaquoddy, their acceptance a balm to the wounds inflicted by her own kin. Nell's fluency in English, Passamaquoddy, and the smattering of bargain French picked up from fur traders made her invaluable. She became a bridge between cultures, a translator, a teacher, and a mediator, her voice rising in defense of the Passamaquoddy people. Though she never chose a single path in love, she rose to a position of power within the tribe. They saw her as a woman of wisdom, a trusted advisor invited to their most sacred councils. In the year 1746, a shadow fell over the land. The whispers of war, the French and Indian War, began to snake through the settlements like a serpent slithering through damp grass. It was then that Nell, the woman who defied societal norms, emerged as a prophetess of a different kind. One starless night, as the council fire crackled and the elders listened with bated breath, Nell spoke. Her voice, usually warm and comforting, now echoed with an otherworldly power. She warned the Passamaquoddy to remain loyal to the French, a premonition that sent shivers down spines and goosebumps erupting on bare arms. The elders, their faces etched with concern, huddled closer to the fire, seeking solace in its warmth against the chill of her prophecy. Years bled into decades, and Nell faded from the memories of those in Jonesboro. But in 1775, she reappeared, a spectre from the past that sent shivers down the spines of even the most devout. This time, she came not to warn of a foreign conflict, but to prepare her former neighbors for a war that would erupt on their own soil. The American Revolution. Appearing in the dead of night, bathed in an ethereal moonlight that cast an eerie glow on the sleeping town, Nell stood amidst the bewildered townsfolk. Her form, a shimmering wisp of the woman she once was, spoke with a voice that echoed through the deserted streets, a voice both mournful and filled with an unsettling urgency. Nell outlined the coming struggle in chilling detail. From the shot heard round the world at Lexington to the bloody stalemate at Valley Forge, and finally, the surrender at Yorktown, her voice painted a terrifying picture of the future. The townsfolk, Some huddled in doorways, others frozen in their windows, listened in horrified silence as the prophetess delivered her message. The image of a young nation tearing itself apart, brother against brother, sent a wave of nausea through the crowd. 2 years later, Nell's extraordinary life took a tragic turn. Captured by Tories who saw her as a Yankee spy, she was falsely accused and sentenced to hang in St. John, New Brunswick. Even on the gallows, as the noose tightened around her neck, Nell remained defiant. With a voice that rang out across the assembled crowd, she vowed to return to her people, not as a living woman, but as a spectral harbinger whenever war threatened the nation. Since that fateful day, a legend has taken root in the windswept shores of Jonesport. On the 1st of March each year, the date etched in the minds of the townsfolk as the harbinger of war, the spirit of Nell Hilton is said to manifest atop the great rock of Hilton's Neck. The air thickens with an oppressive silence, broken only by the mournful cry of a lone loon echoing across the water. Then, as the first sliver of dawn paints the horizon, Nell appears. Waving her hands in a silent plea, she unleashes the chilling Passamaquoddy war whoop, a sound that pierces the night like a banshee's wail. It rips through the town, shattering windows and sending shivers down the spines of even the most hardened souls. The townsfolk huddle in their homes, fear a tangible presence in the salty air. Some dismiss the legend as mere folklore, a ghost story whispered by the wind. But others, those who have seen the spectral form outlined against the inky blackness of the night, know the truth. As tensions rise on the world stage, whispers of war begin to circulate once more. Eyes turn nervously towards the 1st of March, a date that hangs heavy in the air. Will the haunting echo of the war whoop pierce the night once more? Will the spectral form of Nell Hilton materialize atop Hilton's Neck, a chilling reminder of the coming conflict? The legend of Nell Hilton serves as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of past and present. It speaks of defiance, love, and the ever-present threat of war. Whether a benevolent spirit, a warning beacon to prepare for the coming storm, or a vengeful spectre, a harbinger of the bloodshed to come, her legacy continues to cast a long shadow over Jonesport. It's a chilling reminder that the whispers of the wind may hold the key to both peace and unrest, and that the past, with its triumphs and tragedies, forever holds the potential to shape the future.